Ladies and gentlemen, here is the intro. I'm going to show you how the Mona Lisa is in my painting. That's Leonardo. Mona Lisa. And there is the X-ray that is in my painting. It is written Mona Lisa. Here she is, buried 100%. That is in my painting. Over 1,000 YouTubes. There she is again, up on the high, as you see. Another image that shows my X-ray turned to the right. That is my painting cut out. Jesus Christ proposing to the older Mona Lisa. It is magnificent. It belongs next to the Mona. Me, Dion, Passion. Boom! That's me as a cartoon. I told you I am a good ghost. I'm going to tell you what we're presenting. We're presenting Leonardo da Vinci's works that are hidden within his works. Watch. And you will find an exciting understanding at the end of these YouTube. Learn, discover. Leonardo da Vinci. I purchased that at a garage sale. It's been cut out. How the horse makes his beard. And how the man with the L of the nose of his arm makes his nose. And you got the face for the eyes. It is a very cool metaphor putting together a stylist through an artist. X-rays. That is the signature, unable to be seen by the human eye. It is absolutely magnificent. Spells out Leonardo da Vinci Surpreme. He has a little boy here, and it's a big L, and it goes on his name. These are stars that turn into music sheets and turn into little people watching him. You can see the angles. He always has a crowd that looks at him like he's in an arena. He's absolutely flooring. He's just magnificent. Isn't that cool? That's Melzi Francesca. Oh my goodness, here it comes. His writing. Here it comes. It's in my X-ray. There's Melzi, but here is in my X-ray. Melzi, written out. I will be showing you the originals. And Sully, the little devil, right here coming up. The little devil. That's what Leo called him. There it is, in my X-ray, spelt out, plain as day and night. So much proof. Watch and learn. Subscribe. Don't forget, for the kids. Now here we go. Now on the left is my painting, and I'm going to turn this off so you hear a normal voice. All right. I want to show you that this is a diary of Leonardo da Vinci's works. It's Jesus Christ proposing to the older Mona Lisa. I've already showed you the facts, and I will show it to you again. This is the younger Mona Lisa. She is absolutely gorgeous. So is the older Mona Lisa. She just developed into a beauty queen. I'm going to show you some of Leonardo da Vinci's tricks. So, in his works of his sketching, he has this particular image that's right behind here. Well, yes, that's been altered. So let me go to this particular image over here. And it's the hands. As you can see, these hands are turned in reverse of this particular image which I have put. So what I'm going to do is take this and I'm going to flip it for you, which it should have been done, my apology. And as you can see how the hand flows, when you pull out the colors, you can see it's the same image. Okay, so now you got the two side by side that you get your change. When you get your change such as this, it's Leo's hiding his works. So I'm going to put this over here and show you that when you put my painting up side by side with it, what it looks like. It's very, very tricky. So if you pay attention here, the top and the hat, that's an eye. And I'll get into it in more detail. This is an eye here, and the face comes on down, and this is the top of his hat. I know it sounds kind of weird, so it comes out to be in here. So when I open this up and I do an overlay, it's not going to end here because I have much more proof. You can see how the eye matches within and how he gives you this look because he makes his paintings move. Okay, so these other particular pieces are going to show you where they lay. So hang in or hang on, and you'll see when I take my X-ray, that's been preset, and if you see this curve here, this is my man, you see this curve of his hat, that's this hat blown up to the right particular size, and you overlay, you can see how it fits absolutely in his works. See how the perfect curve. It's one of Leonardo da Vinci's other tricks to give you. What's also neat, this kind of looks like a bass fish to me, with a big wide open mouth. How it fits perfectly within the circle. Watch. When it lines up here. Boom. Okay. His micro images are really close for me, but I can't nail 100% in the sense of his, some of his works because he's that precise. He gives you this distance also. So when you catch this particular image aiming and looking this way, you'll find this one may be aiming and up or down a little, or whatever, which he has. He gets into drawing hearts, and here's the symbol of a heart coming out because he's a great lover. But remember, this is just Leonardo da Vinci's little trick. So when you end up with his works like that, you'll find out that well, it's in all his works like that. He does many tricks. So when you end up with this as the beginning of the YouTube, it spells out Soli, like I showed you in the beginning of the entry. Okay, that is Leonardo da Vinci's lover, who inherited his works. You'll also see this particular one that I told you spells out Melzi, M-E-L-Z-I. LZI. And it's been written out and put into my YouTubes. The X-ray of the Mona is what is right before you. It is an absolute. You can't dispute that these two are not the same. They're 100%. And then on top of all that, by his foot in my painting, there's Leonardo da Vinci's signature. I believe the boy is Leonardo also in his interpretation of a stylist of what he does. And again, this is so microscopic, this whole image can't be seen with the human eye. And these are little people. Screenshot it. So Leonardo da Vinci not only is the greatest artist and trickster of them all, that he's actually, to my opinion, the greatest lover. He had more friends than you could ever dream of having. I met about nearly 600 new friends in the last 8 weeks by Leonardo da Vinci's training in this painting. I've had so many people thank me, and so many people appreciate the way that I have introduced myself and talked about just us without even putting in a word of Leo. And then I ask them to take a look at my YouTube if they wish. But no, friendship and whatnot has become a strong point for me. You can be passed away as Leo, and you can end up with a magnificent a way of learning life through his book. His book is, I'll tell you where his book is. It's this. It's this. I hate to say this because it's more than just a this. It's like a love. How do you explain love? How do you explain this? It's so hard since there's over 1,000 YouTubes. It's a diary of Leonardo da Vinci's works. Look at this. I have a magnificent pointer that I forgot to turn on the pointer. Huh. Took me a while to do this pointer. Isn't it kind of cool? Anyway, Jesus Christ, a diary, Mona Lisa, older, Mona Lisa, younger. I've showed you the icon. I've showed you, gave you the codes that's in the eyes. I've told you about how her finger so happens to turn into the icon. The whole image turns into the skull and the icon. I showed you the X of his legs being in many of his works, including the Last Supper. And it is just a magnificent, absolutely beautiful teaching and artwork and study and knowledge of what he did back then. This is what he did in 1452 to 1519. It has his birth date. It has his death date. He has his friends' names and sign saying rest in peace as a registry. It has his will in it. Melzi Francesca, look it up. Leonardo da Vinci, who lived with him, the three of them. Soli, okay, Leo, and Melzi. Okay, and Melzi inherited everything, but on hearsay, Soli walked off with the Mona, ended up with the Mona. But remember, I've showed you who would put Soli written in there. And it actually says, I love you in here. I've showed you that in my x-rays. It's actually got trillions of images. And I've explained that in many of my YouTubes. And remember, I showed you how Melzi's written in here. The other lover. Okay? And then, you know, there's many degrees in love. There's many degrees in love. And this is his Cortex diary. Bill Gates, get a hold of me. Me Dion Passion, MIDION PASSION. Be my next new friend. I will tell you how to open up and change to find the hidden works that Leonardo da Vinci has in the Cortex. Even in his writings, my painting are in it. You got any sketchings of writings, I can prove to you that my painting is in it, and I've done it in the YouTubes. Leonardo da Vinci was an obsession of love, and he wanted to constantly write his name and his lovers and love and talk about what he did all the time, every day of his life. So remember, I am Alan Cook, the proud owner of the Me Dion, the greatest Da Vinci lost painting now found. And Me Dion means best boyfriend in the whole wide world. The code of LV, they wanted to know what an LV, a CE, an L2, all those are in my YouTubes. The LV, there's a code in between, an O and an E. So he's got love in the eyes of the Mona Lisa. The same in mine. I proved it in my YouTubes. Again, I want you guys to social distance, okay? And wear a mask and wash your hands. Watch out for the YouTube Kids program. It is super. Oh my goodness, YouTube is magnificent. I just don't understand it, but it's magnificent. I know what their heart is at. I don't know how come I can't get help, but that's just their priority, whatever it may be. But I am begging for anybody to step up to the plate and help a brother, any sister, any mother, any father, any son or daughter, if they know, you know, they always say, get a kid. He knows how to do the system. I can use your help. And with that, I want to say, hey, not just bless the USA. May God bless the whole world, the whole universe, and the whole heavens. And you have a beautiful, beautiful night. And don't forget, younger Mona, more mature, older Mona, being serenaded by Jesus Christ. Over 1,000 YouTubes. I appreciate all your subscriptions. Pass it on to your friends. I thank you for those who have been right there for me, and I thank you for the ones who are watching now. I love you all. In Jesus' name, amen.